Arigato, everybody, or I guess would be more appropriate for today would be konnichiwa. Today we are going to be making, or at least trying to make, sushi. So we have all of our things ready. We have our nori, which are big sheets of roasted seaweed.
Mm-hmm.
We have our cucumber and avocado for filling. We have
Plastic wrap.
Plastic wrap to put over our mat.
What is that mat? Tell me about that.
It's just a bamboo sushi rolling mat. So what you do is you put the plastic wrap, put the nori, put the
rice.
the rice, and then put the
Your
filling
fillings.
on one side of the rice, and then roll it up like this.
Okay, so that's how you get your sushi to look perfectly rolled.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to show them what we got today, the teaki? What is teaki?
Oh yeah, so if you didn't catch our earlier stream, we went downtown and got some taiyaki. These are just the leftovers.
Can we see?
Oh yeah, this is just the tail.
And they said if you eat the tail, that makes you go faster. So
You eat the tail first.
First, yeah. So these are like waffles that are shaped like fish. This one was filled with what? It was filled with...
It was filled with bacon, cheese, green onions, and tater tots.
All right. And this teaki, oh, this was mine. This one was filled with oatmeal and caramel, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we decided to be smart because what happens if you eat the head first?
So what they said is if you eat the head first, you'll be smarter. If you eat the tail first, you'll be faster. And if you eat through the body first, you'll meet what's his name?
You'll meet, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
All right.
Never mind.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get rolling on these homemade cucumber rolls. So first thing is, to cut our cucumber, and you're going to cut that into sticks, right?
Yeah, which I do
So
not know how to do.
cut it lengthwise.
Okay.
Nico, of course, is leading this lesson today because he's made sushi more than I have, and he's our resident Japanese expert.
By that you mean I've made sushi once.
And then turn it this way, so now it sits flat. So anytime you're cutting a round or a spherical, yeah, well, but if you could put it like this, now it's stable. You see, it doesn't roll.
Yeah.
So anytime you're cutting anything that's rounded, cut one side flat first, and then use that as your cutting side.
I would cut the skin off, but that would take like
Yeah,
hours.
don't worry. You don't have to cut all the skin off. So just kind of cut it lengthwise. And you're going to cut it into not quite matchsticks, but something slightly bigger, right? I guess that's up to you. What kind of size do you want to cut these into?
This. And then something like that. This is a good size.
Okay, great. Okay, so cut a few of those. So the point on this is that cucumber rolls, we're going to do cucumber avocado. To buy those at the grocery store, it costs a fortune. But to make it yourself is really pretty simple, isn't it? Even a 12-year-old can do it without any help from his
as long
mother.
as you just have the mat.
Yeah.
And the nori.
The mat we got at Owajimaya downtown, which is a Japanese grocery store. And I think it costs about $2, $3. So it's a very small investment in your kitchen gear. I think you can get them on Amazon as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I cut this one perfectly, but that's probably fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Now take the avocado I've sliced, but you're going to want to get a spoon probably and scoop that out so that you can have that as your other filling.
And you don't necessarily need to have two fillings, but
I like avocado, that's why.
yeah.
Everything should have avocado in it always.
I don't entirely agree with that.
Whose child are you?
Yours?
Okay, that's probably fine, just to scoop it out a little bit. Now I think it's time to put out the plastic wrap.
Alright, just scoop that out. Okay. So, what you want to do is just take a bit of plastic wrap, if I can grab it, and measure out just enough to cover your mat,
Yep.
and make sure that weird thing that plastic wrap does sometimes doesn't happen.
All right. All right, Nico-san, what do we do next? Did you know, by the way, that your name means smiley in Japanese?
I did know that.
Yeah, Nico Nico.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is take one of your sheets of nori.
So this is available at Asian grocery stores if you can find one, and they are nori seaweed wraps. So it's like paper thin roasted seaweed.
Well, not paper.
Is that just one piece?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was about $3 for a pack of 10.
Okay, so we'll just lay that out.
Okay.
And then what we want to do is take our rice, which we have cooked up beforehand because we don't want to be waiting for like half an hour for our rice to cook and cool.
Yep.
So you just take some of your rice, and this isn't really the kind of rice that you would traditionally use. This is just California Calrose rice.
But it's Cucina Quarantena, so we use what we've got.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to make actual sushi with the right kind of rice, you'd use some kind of like Japanese sticky rice. So you just want to kind of...
Yeah, if you can find that at your grocery store, that would be our first choice. I like Calrose because it's kind of similar to a Japanese short grain rice. And you can also use it as a risotto rice, like an arborio rice, which is what I have done earlier this week.
So what you want to do with the rice is just kind of spread it out. And you don't want the layer to be too thick, but you also don't want it to be too thin, because if it's too thick or too thin, it'll kind of taste weird.
So the thickness it looks like you're going for is about maybe a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, 1/4 inch to a couple, probably just like a few millimeters.
Okay. And you need to leave an edge, right? You can't go all the way out to the edges of the seaweed. You have to leave like about, what, a 1/2 inch edge? So that the...
Yeah, technically you should, but I think it's okay if you do go to the edge. That's probably okay.
Okay.
So that seems about right.
Okay.
Now just as a discretion warning, this is probably not going to be a perfect sushi roll.
That's okay.
Because, I'm 12. I'm not like...
Yeah, here you go. Always using that I'm 12 excuse. I'm like, man, how come like you aren't cooking me filet mignon and béarnaise sauce every night? And you're always like, Mom, I'm 12. Like that excuse is getting old, dude. Like really, seriously.
Okay, so...
All right.
I probably made that a little bit too thick, but that's...
You can, we'll take a second and do it right if you put too much filling in. Is that too much filling?
That's okay.
Okay.
So, I think what you want to do...
What you probably want to do is pull this over, to the edge, right?
Yeah.
Like that, okay?
No, I think you want to put this side, turn this side over first.
Oh, okay. Well, then pull that to the edge of the
No,
mat.
no, sorry, you're right.
Okay.
You want to leave a bigger edge over here, though.
Okay.
So,
And then just start wrapping.
this is just... Again, this is not going to be perfect, and...
But it won't be perfect for anybody because...
I apologize for offending any sushi chefs.
All right, so keep on rolling. Yeah, so the point of this thing is you can roll forward and back at the same time. And it is going to be messy, and that's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. You might want to take a little bit of that filling out. It seems like a little bit too much. That's what's
you're right.
giving you some troubles. So let's just go like half that amount of filling. There we go.
That's probably going to be better.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, try it again. And tuck. Let's just tuck. There we go. Okay.
Hold that in
And
place.
then flip and fold back. Now you're going to flip it again. Flip. And then roll. Okay.
Okay.
And now you're going to kind of squish it, I think, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
So then you just want to kind of squish it together and make sure that it doesn't fall apart when you take it out.
Okay. Now, some people like to add to the vinegar, or I'm sorry, to add to the rice a little bit of vinegar or soy sauce or something before they mix it in with the other ingredients, so you can season it to your tastes. Seasoning is a personal preference.
And you just want to unroll it.
Oh my gosh, look at that, Nico. It's like perfection.
Not really.
Yes, it is, man. Smells right. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is...
I'll just take this over to the cutting board here.
Look at that. That's some professional looking sushi. All right, get yourself a nice knife here. Do you need a sharper knife?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, get one of the better knives. Oh, yeah, serrated knife might be better.
oh, yeah, I get cut right through there.
Okay, so that's just getting the end off. Get the shaggy ends off.
Get the kind of weird. It's like cutting the heels off bread. Nobody likes the heels.
Yeah, do you want me to help you cut that? I'd be happy to do that. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you cut it?
I can. Here, you take the...
Okay.
All right, so I just want to make sure. What we could do here also is before cutting it, it might be a good idea to let it, to put it in the fridge. So if you were doing this at home, I think I would put this in the fridge to let it firm up. But the weird thing is that seaweed is kind of activated now. All of a sudden, it's really firm. Like this is like I could whack you over the head with it. It's so firm at this point.
It wouldn't hurt very much, but...
Yes, it wouldn't hurt very much, but... So I would say get a nice sharp knife for this task.
Just kind of saw like she's doing.
And you have to decide how thick you want them. How thick? Some people like them real thick. Some people like them thin. So I'm going to go about here. Does that look about right, Nico?
Maybe a little thinner, but
A little thinner. Look
yeah,
about an
that's
inch.
probably good. Yeah, I prefer maybe like an inch thick, but that's just a personal preference.
Look at that! That's sushi.
Okay.
Holy cow!
Can you hold this for a second?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful sushi. We've got a cucumber and avocado roll. Fantastic. All right, why don't you hang? I'm going to keep cutting.
Okay.
Here, come on over. He's getting sauces. Our sauce cabinet, by the way, I'll have to index for you guys sometime. We have a lot of sauces.
We have
Many sauces. And our kitchen is very well stocked, which makes all of this stuff easy. All right. Perfect. So you're using soy sauce, but you could use a bunch of other things too, couldn't you? You could use...
You could use balsamic vinegar if you wanted to.
Well, soy sauce is more traditional. The other thing we saw at Uwajimaya today was that pickled ginger. You could serve it with that.
Oh,
So
yeah,
here, take the camera. I'm going to finish cutting it up.
Okay.
And let's plate it up so that it looks nice and professional. A plate of sushi like this would probably cost us a fortune if we were going to one of the sushi places like Blue Sea. We miss Blue Sea. Blue Sea closed down.
Oh yeah, Blue Sea was really good, but they went bankrupt or something.
They were one of our favorite kid hangouts.
But we have a sushi restaurant near us.
Oh yeah, that place, but it's so expensive.
Really expensive.
Yeah, so this is kind of the thing about right now. I'm sure everybody is being economical because a lot of people are out of work. So
You could probably use a little bit less rice in here. You see, that's kind of a thick layer of rice, but
no, I think actually it looks to me this looks perfect. So
okay.
all right, so let's plate it up.
Okay.
Let's grab the plate. And remember, presentation is always half of the battle. So we're going to put our little dipping bowl. And actually, I'm going to just one up it a little bit, Sam, because I am very interested in your presentation. Or maybe I'm not. Oh, too bad. We have little Japanese teacups, but I can't find them right now.
Oh yeah.
It'd be cute to do like little Japanese teacups.
We'll just put them.
And then we'll just
here.
arrange them all.
And now you have yourself a beautiful plate of sushi.
Yep.
Look at that.
Homemade smooshie. All right, Nico, you got it. This is the moment when you have to try it and tell everybody how it turned out.
The moment of truth.
Yeah.
Got a nice roll here. Dip it in a little bit of soy sauce.
What do you think? Is it respectable? Come on, man. Everybody's waiting for your reaction. Don't leave us hanging.
This sushi is really good.
Good. So what other fillings could you suggest people do? Because this is a very simple process. So what other things could we put in there? I'm thinking you could do like avocado and onion. You could do...
Maybe not onion, that's everything, but
I've
you could
seen...
put tons of things there. You could put salmon.
Yeah.
You could put crab. Lots of different fishes you can go and you can put in there.
Yeah.
You can put in cream cheese if you wanted to. That's not a really traditional thing, but it's It is good to put in cream cheese.
I remember there was one, it was like red peppers and avocado and something else from Blue Sea that I really liked. So yeah, so if you don't like fish even, I mean, it's going to be fishy because of the seaweed, but you can really use your imagination, can't you?
Yeah.
And you could even do it without the nori, I suppose. You could do rolls without the seaweed and just...
Yeah, like the California roll has the, some rolls have the rice on the outside.
Yeah, so that would be another thing if you just get the sushi mat, right? That you could do whatever you want on the inside. All right. So there you go, everybody. Cucina Quarantena Nico style today. Homemade sushi. Yes, you too can make your own sushi. Thanks for watching today. From Nico and I, and joining us for our field trip downtown and our sushi making experiment. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another Cucina Quarantena. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but it'll be something exciting, probably featuring Luca because, you know, got to give him equal time.
Maybe something baked.
Maybe something. Oh, yeah, Nico's our baker. So,
I'm a baker.
Ci vediamo domani. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody, and a good weekend.
Maybe I should bake an apple cobbler.
Maybe an apple cobbler. All right. Ciao.